Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You talk about this Washington defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Fields now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Bears first down. Don't jump. Ready?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that one going to come up short, low throw. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Easy. Right.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Here
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the 2nd-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Faking the handoff, Howell. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Dodson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
Good pickup by Elliott. What's a down year for Zeke? It's a great year for most NFL backs. Had career lows in carries and yards, but still ranked in or near the top 20 league-wide. And, of course, remained a productive scorer with 12 touchdowns.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
To throw is Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to move that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the play.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play it.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 54 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this? There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business.
Well, the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. T.J. Edwards gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. These two teams all tied after one. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The offense on third down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap, Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Chicago dealt what ended up being the 32nd pick to the Pittsburgh Steelers for Claypool and got limited results in 7 games as he adjusted to new surroundings. One of the league's best athletes in the position. They need for it to translate more often here in 2023.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Jamin Davis on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Fields.
44-yard line.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
3rd and 4. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. It's Fields. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Here's Fields. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, Farton, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Off play action. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and it kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return is Jones. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And he is going to lose yardage here. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 78 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 24, Commanders 14. Kylo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Howe will throw it. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 22.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll go play action. Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing here, Howell. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Fields. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here we go.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line, 40-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Allen was his consistently productive self for the Commanders' defensive line in 2022. 7.5 sacks, couple forced fumbles. A big-time leader. No surprise there as he adds another one to his career total.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Fields now to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. One play action. Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On third down, Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. That is caught, and he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Howell from the gun. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Faking the handoff, Howell. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 2nd and a yard. Second down, Howell back to pass. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
At their own 10-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
The 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities. And he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw, Fields. That is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. Taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. All eyes on Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that could be used against them.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. That's complete right side to Komet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
This is 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 51 yards for the win. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Powell to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. First throw in overtime by Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Chicago.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 30-yard line.
Fields going to change things up here. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. All right, here we go. The field goal unit staying on the sideline here in OT. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making...
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you? Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends at a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.